Welcome everyone to the December Your Market Producer of the Month interview. So I'm here today with Paula from Hillside Harvest.
Hi everyone.
So Paula, could you please tell us a little bit about Hillside Harvest, how you guys came to run Hillside Harvest and your journey to being an orchardist?
Yeah, so we've had Hillside Harvest for nearly 4 years now. It'll be 4 years this Christmas. And we've always had orchards in the district, and it came about because in COVID we couldn't go to the farmers markets because we go to Canberra farmers markets, and we decided that we needed to control our whole supply chain, so we needed a shop front.
Gotcha.
Hillside was for sale. I lived right near it. We needed some more apples as well, and they already had a full orchard here, so we decided to take it on.
Brilliant. So can you tell us a little bit about the fruit that you grow here at Hillside Harvest and at Thornbrook Orchard as well?
Yeah. So we grow cherries, apricots, peaches, nectarines, plums, apples, pears, persimmons, figs, table grapes, blackberries, boysenberries and raspberries.
Wow. Okay. And so why is the Orange region so good for growing all of those huge variety of different fruit?
So orange is great for growing fruit, particularly cherries and apples, because of two main things: because of our climate. So we have enough cold to get the fruit to set. So apples and cherries need a certain amount of chill hours, which means a certain number of hours under a certain temperature, which we have. And the other one is our beautiful volcanic soils from Mount Canobolas or Gunnabulla. Yeah.
Brilliant. So then can you run us through when different fruit will be available at Hillside Harvest and when people should be ordering them on Your Market?
Yeah, so to order on Your Market, you should be looking for, we'll have cherries in November, mid to late November, and then in December, apricots in December. Then our stone fruit will start in January, so we'll have peaches, nectarines, January, plums starting February, apples February, pears, new season pears coming February and March, and the berries all around that time as well. Figs are March, and persimmons are late, so they're not until May or June.
Right. Okay, brilliant. So that's like nearly a full year of different fruit being available.
Not quite. We have apples available all year, but from November until May we are picking.
Yeah.
So
Okay, brilliant.
Definitely 7 months of picking.
And so then what's the difference between coming in, getting a piece of fruit that is fresh off the tree or harvested a couple of days before before you eat it, compared to getting something that's been in storage for a year or something like that?
So definitely the flavour. The flavour is much better when it's tree ripened.
Yeah.
And because we're picking all of the time, so we're picking nearly daily and putting it in the shop or having it available for Your Market, it's we can leave it on the tree that little bit longer. We're not trying to get shelf life of 6 weeks out of it. It's not being transported a long way, so you can get the absolute ripeness in it before it's picked, so therefore you get the flavour in it.
Brilliant. So then how are you able to tell when it is right? What are you looking for?
So there are a few scientific tests you can do. There's one called a Brix test where you measure the sugars in there, but we don't do that. Ours is all on our knowledge and our understanding of what varieties are going to be ready when. And in fruit season, we walk around every morning. We have a look at everything. We're looking at the colour. We're looking at the weather forecasts. And we're taking a bite of it and going, yes, it's ready. No, it needs another couple of days.
Yeah, right.
And working out what to pick when.
Wow. So it really is, it's that experience and it's that that care and those last finishing touches from all of your experience, knowing all about orcharding.
So there's which is not very scientific, but there's a lot to it, knowing, and different varieties. Some varieties, you'll have to pick it a couple of days, like it's going to be ready in a couple of days, so you need to pick it now. Some varieties, that can hang on a little bit longer, so you might leave it a little longer. So it's all that knowing the best timing. You might look, particularly with the summer fruits, if you're going to get a really, really hot day, you might pick it a day earlier, because if you leave it to that next day, then the juice is going to get sucked out of those peaches and those nectarines and dry them out. So it's all balancing it out.
Yeah, right. So, so can you please take us through the journey of one of your fruit from, say, your cherries or your apricots, from blossom through to harvest?
Sure. So we're standing now in the pink ladies, and pink ladies actually have one of the longest growing times for fruit. So they're one of the first apples to blossom, and then they're the last apple that you pick.
Right.
So these guys, it's can I say that?
Yeah.
So
October.
it's October now, and they're in full blossom, and they won't be picked until May. So they have a really long growing season, whereas a couple of rows over will have galas. They're just coming into flower now as well, but they're picked in February.
Yeah.
So how long the fruit takes for all of the different fruits is different for different varieties, and then within those varieties, like within apples, the different varieties of apples in there are different as well.
Yeah, okay, right. So when you're ordering stone fruit or apples or anything from Hillside Harvest, you know that it's been picked just a few days before, so it's going to be super fresh, super tasty, and it's going to be...
Absolutely.
And it's been picked at peak ripeness, not far before, so it can travel.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And we also grow lots of different varieties of our fruits. So cherries, we grow 20 varieties. Plums, we grow 20 varieties. So we've always got something that's picking. So when plum season's on, every week there's a different variety. So what you got a month ago, you won't get now. So it's always fresh.
So you're always getting new things as well. You're getting to try a huge range of different plums, different fruit that you wouldn't necessarily get at a supermarket.
Yep, definitely.
Wow. Okay. And so then, beyond the produce itself, how does supporting Hillside, supporting local orchards, supporting local food businesses, how does that help you guys out, and how does that support Orange as a whole, do you see?
Besides just helping us as an individual business, it definitely helps Orange as a whole because we're employing people here at our business. It's supporting farming in the region, which there used to be a lot more orchards than there is. So if we can keep the orchards that are here going, all the better. And so you know that you're getting the best and the freshest. But we also play a big part in our local communities. Just before, we had Boys from the Bush have been here helping us, putting some posts today for our netting. And so by supporting us and keeping us in business, then we can give back and we can support other community organisations and to keep the whole wheel rolling.
Brilliant. And also having that huge range of fruit available that you don't necessarily get at a supermarket. You don't get 20 different varieties of plums at a supermarket.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then what's the most satisfying part for you running the farm shop, running the orchard? What's your favourite part of being an orchardist?
I really do like talking to people, and I really like being able to educate people. So I really like seeing the joy that children get or adults get when they come and taste a piece of fruit straight off the tree and knowing what a piece of ripe, ready fruit tastes like compared to when they've just been having it in the supermarket, and being able to show them what we do and how hard we work and what goes into it. A lot of people are really surprised when they come here and they say, what's done by hand, and when you tell them everything, they're amazed. And when people come and pick berries, for instance, they understand why berries are expensive when you buy them from the supermarket, because it's a lot of work to pick a punnet of berries. And just being able to show people little marks that an apple might have and saying there's nothing wrong with that apple, it's a scratch or it's this or it's that, and making people aware of not everything needs to be perfect. It's the taste that you're looking for and the flavour that you're looking for, rather than something that looks like it should be in a trophy cabinet. Yeah,
gotcha. It's that thing about don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. So, Paula, for someone who is trying Hillside Harvest fruit through YourMarket for the very first time, what are your tips for storing it and for enjoying it at its best?
Well, because you'll be buying the fruit and it's going to be in really good condition, my tips for storing it are to store it in the fridge, but don't put all of it in the fridge. So the pieces, particularly for stone fruit, for your peaches and your nectarines, that you're going to eat within the next couple of days, keep them in a fruit bowl, keep them out, and they'll keep ripening, they'll be better to eat, and then the rest of them will store and last longer in the fridge. In winter, if you're buying fruit, particularly apples, you can store it really old-fashioned way and store it in the laundry in a nice, cool, dark spot, and they will last for a while if you don't have room in the fridge. And for cherries, we always recommend that you put cherries in a Tupperware container, put a just damp, not wet, a damp tea towel over the top of them, because the fridge sucks the juice out of the cherries, and that'll dry them out and dry the stems out and make them go brown, and that'll store them for the longest possible.
Brilliant. Okay. And so then finally, what is of all of the fruit at Hillside Harvest, what is your favourite?
I like all of the fruit, but I can't go past a tree-ripened apricot.
Brilliant.
Every year I make myself sick on apricots.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you very much, Paula. Paula's
Thank
been our December Producer of the Month for
Thank
Your
you.
Market. You can find all of Paula's amazing products either through the fruit section, or you can go through the producer directory and find Hillside Harvest. You'll be able to find all of Paula's amazing fruit and also the other products that she has in the farm store as well. So thank you very much, Paula.
Thanks.